here we are live again. It's going to be one of the most riveting 45 minutes of your day. 1942S original silver nickel roll. Every one of these its own silver coin. Very seldom do I see these, much less get them. Very expensive roll to get, but hey, we got it anyway. Time to start looking to see what we can find inside of it. There they are. They don't even sound the same as typical nickels. Typical nickels. Although they do weigh the same amount. A little trivia thing for you. The nickel is 5 grams. Every nickel since the inception of the nickel, back in the 1860s, has been 5 grams, including the silver war nickels. All 5 grams. All right, here we go. Coin number 1 goes to Ant 2242. We'll take a look at both sides. Of course, it's going to be out of focus because it's thicker than a penny. And there we go. Back up a little bit more. Try to get us to a point where we can actually see what's going on without viewing and studying the molecular structure of the coin. Okay, now let me get my brightness right because this is a silver colored coin and not a copper. There we go. Alright, looking for double dies, especially double die obverse, double die reverse, and a plethora of RPMs. This is going to definitely put Eric on the spot to try to find and figure out what he's got going on with these coins. He did tell me he is going to attribute anything that's already listed. We're not listing any new minor varieties, so if we find any, hey, there's a struck through first coin. He said if we do find any RPMs or double dies, they'd have to be something that's already listed through one of the sources. And we are not a source on nickels, nor do we employ to become one. I remember these being called $sign nickels because it's a line that goes straight through the mint mark area. It looks almost like a $sign. I don't know if anybody still, gives anything extra for those. This is a die crack going all the way through, though. That's kind of cool. It goes from above the U at the rim all the way down through the building to the rim at the lower part. So that's a full rim-to-rim die crack. That's kind of cool. And there's another die crack coming out the right side of the building. But we have nothing for die variety going on this roll. Got a couple of little minor things. Got that die crack going all the way through, and then we've got this struck through error right up here. Pretty cool, pretty nice. I like them. But that's what coin number 1 is. Coin number 2 will be for Sureg. And Sureg, let's see what Sureg has. That's got a nice little die crack running out underneath the date. There's a struck through right there. At the first number of the date with the star, that is a struck through area. Or it could be a folded lamination peel. It looks more like struck through. No doubling of mention here. That little split serif at the S, the top S of trust, and the T of trust, that's on most of the coins from 39 up into the 50s. There's another one with a die crack running all the way through. Not seeing any kind of doubling on this, though. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Things will happen. Not full steps on this one, though. Not quite strong enough of a strike to get full steps. This might be the same die. In fact, I'm thinking it's the same die. Because we've got that other little die crack thing going on over there at the right side of the building. Got one at the left side of the building as well. Hey, Eric. Let's see what your challenge is. I got 2 coins, one and done so far. Got a die crack running all the way through the reverse on one, on both of them actually, because I think they're from the same die. Got this little spider's nest looking die crack on the obverse on this one, plus a die crack running through the face, plus a bunch of die cracks running through the hair. Man, this die was about to explode. I don't see any doubling on here that is not the common doubling. So, we look on the reverse. And that, again, is a different, this is a different die crack. Wow, no steps. Wow, almost completely void of steps on that one. We got no doubling on this, but it's an interesting looking die crack there. Another die crack. Right over here on the left side of the building. A little tiny bit of struck through going through the T of United. Well, we must have had some real problems with those dies. Alright, here comes number 4. This one going to Stan. Let's see what Stan has coming toward him. Got my peepers out for any of the double dies. Any mint mark variety. There's another one. That's a weird looking bunch of die damage going on there. That is just weird. That's wicked. Got a die crack running all the way through it again. This one I believe might be back to the same die that we were at in the beginning. Got that, yeah, that die crack running down from the M of Unum. That is common to the coins that we have seen so far in this die, in this roll. So that's that first die again. Either way you look at it, we're getting a nice historic roll here to look through. There's Jackalope. See what we got for Jackalope here. Yeah, nothing outside the ordinary here on the obverse. Let's check the reverse, and it's going to be another. Yep, same die again. Not going to get a whole lot of chance to find RPMs if we've got the same die most of the way through the roll, but it does tell us it's original. It does tell us this is original source material, and it's not just a mixed up roll from somebody who decided to put 40 nickels together. There's one for Taco John now. Seen that before. So it's going to be one of our 2 different dies that we've seen so far. Appears no doubling anywhere else, so on these we're kind of going to, this die crack, if I'm correct, this die crack is going to go to the right of the mint mark. And it did. Die crack coming down from the N of Unum on this, the M of Unum on the other die. 2 dies so far. And 6 coins. I don't know if all the rules are necessarily the same with how many presses they use at once and how many different dies you should expect to find in a roll. I don't know if it's the same with nickels as it is with cents. With cents you would expect at least 5 or 6 different dies in a roll. So one for Paul. So far we've only got 2 different dies in this roll, and this is a repeat on the one we just saw. Pretty decent condition in the coins, although the ones with this die pair seem to be weakly struck. Number 8 goes to Malcolm. And this one could be different, altogether different. 'cause I don't see the same die scratch on this one. Or die crack, I'm sorry. Die crack on the obverse. But I have been wrong before. Let's see what it shows on the reverse. Yeah, this is the same die. So we still have two different dies that we're dealing with, and only two different dies. Oh, they're nice BU coins. That's one thing I can say for these. They're very nice. On to DC now. See what we have for DC. That's another one of the same die we just looked at. This one's got a little of that dark toning starting up on it. I think this one's going to have the regular $ mint mark, and it does. The S with the die crack line running right through it. Got that die crack over there, one starting down from the M, two heavy die gouges between the U and the M. All of that matches up. So same die again. $75 in pennies, baby. And what do we have going on here? Okay, this is the other die. This is the other one. It's going to have the die crack, but it's not going to go through the mint mark. It's going to go past the mint mark to the right. And there is that. Die crack coming down from the N of unum, and a die crack on the left side of the base of the building. Coin number 11 now to Indigenous Treasures. Okay, this one is clean. This one may not be from either of the dies that we're familiar with, since it had a rub go across it, though, unfortunately. So that does affect the overall grade of the coin. But the appears that the die cracks are pretty much absent here. Alright, you guys ready to see what we got? Don't have a die crack running through this one, so it will be a different die. Let's see, is it an RPM? No. No RPM. Does not appear to be a double die either. So, we have another nickel. Let's see what's up next. Number 12, Chubby Pop Chaser. And that one appears to be clean and free of external damage. Just a little bit there. And is this our third die again? I think it is. Looks like it's got the same die scratches on it, north to south die scratches. Apparently no RPM. Okay, let me go back and find an obverse marker on this one. Find something that'll show up again. It may not be easy to do. Okay, there's a pair of north-south die scratches, real thin, small ones, parallel to each other, just behind the IN of in. So we can use that as a marker. Good morning, my Vietnamese friend. We're doing fine. We're doing just fine, sir. And without any further education, I have to call you Hung Le. I think that's how you pronounce it, Hung Le. Okay, this is going to be our first die again. So far, we're showing 3 different die pairs in this roll of coins. It's not the same. Not the same. This one has some sort of a mark through the TI of Monticello, or Monticello, however you want to say it. It has a little bit of a die crack, but it is not the same as the other 3 dies that we've seen. This is a 4th one. 4th and different. We're doing pretty good here. It is evening to nighttime in the United States right now. It is 8 o'clock p.m. here. Just so you get the difference in time straight for you. I know it's probably 7, 8 o'clock in the morning there. I think you're about 12 hours west or east of us. There's Sureg. Let's see what Sureg gets. Same die. So this is our 4th different die. I'm not seeing anything here except a impeccably clean looking 1944 or 42 S nickel. Yep. Same die again. You've got that mark through the TI. It's not full step. It'd be nice if it were. Got a pretty nice coin here. That one's for Sureg. That's number 14 now coming up. Number 15. They're pretty coins. This is a nice roll. Crispy. Okay, that one has clean details around the bottom of the jacket. It's got that pair of die scratches, though, next to the in. So we've seen this die. This is the other one without the die scratch. So we've got 4 different dies that I can remember here right now. And this coin, if you'll look, this coin has a near proof like shine. It's very nice. And I am edging these with very gentle hands that have been cleaned very well using antibacterial soap. So I'm not spreading nothing to these coins. My hands are dry as a bone. Got nothing going on there. Next up, the reverse. Yeah, still no full steps. But we keep copying the same 4 dies. So we've got a total of 4 die pairs that I have seen so far in this roll. None of them have any doubling. No mint mark doubling, no hub doubling. Stonecutter up next. Couple of struck throughs, but no doubling. This is going to be another one of the ones that has the pair of die scratches behind the word in. Couple of more little hits here and there on this one. Still a very nice near proof like reverse. All these dark patches that you see on the reverse, they shine up almost like a proof. Nice early dice date coin. Yeah, the rim to rim cracks are pretty interesting. So what's a spike Monty? I'm interested. What's a spiked Monty? And what is NS? You guys are teaching me new stuff. Dirty Water. Come up next for Dirty Water. He has the second die here. This one will have the full rim to rim die crack. Instead of, spiked memorial. Monty. Hey, look at that. A little struck through right there at the C. Monty being the building. Spiked Monty. I barely see a die crack on this one. There really isn't much of anything there. That's kind of interesting. I might make this another new die. No doubling on it though. Stan. Stan is up next. A little struck through right at the rim. That's the first die there. So this one will give us a good opportunity for the later comers to see what that die looks like on the back. This is the one with the spiked Monty. I'm learning new technology. There's something going on with the rim on this one. This is straight out of an original roll, so we've got something going on here. I don't know what that is quite, but it kind of looks like there was something not quite right with the rim when it was struck. And we have a die crack, but it's not quite the same. So this might be an earlier example or a new die. Looks like it's probably a new die. A pre-rim cud? That could be. That could be what we've got there. Alright. Coin number 20. Halfway through the roll. Taco John. What do we get for Taco John? It's got the pair of die scratches behind in. The ones I'm talking about is come here, pointer. Oh. Get my pointer up off the floor now. Okay, so our pair of die scratches that I'm looking at to identify this particular die are these right here. There's two die scratches that are parallel to one another just behind in. That tells me we have seen this particular die pair before. Nice clean looking coin. Not highly struck, but decently struck. Let's call it that. I think we can do it that way. 20. What did I just do? I done got myself all messed up. There we go. Coin number 21. Mr. Adams. Let's see. Okay, there's the die crack at the bottom of the jacket. Or at the bottom of the coat. We ought to call it a coat, not a jacket. People back then didn't wear jackets. There's our mark with the IT or the TI in Monticello. Monticello. I don't know which way is it supposed to be pronounced. Monticello or cello. A C or a CH as to how it should be pronounced. Monticello or Monticello. All right, here's coin number 22. Crispy. Man, it's a pretty roll. All right, there's one of those again. I'm not seeing the die cracks now that we were seeing early on in the show. Perhaps this is one of them. Nope. It has a little bit of a die crack, but it isn't nearly as elegant as the die cracks we were looking at on the first few coins in the roll. Nobody knows. Monticello, type me a C. Monticello, type me a CH. This one for Malcolm now. CH. I got two CHs, two people who say it's Monticello. I've seen that exact same mark before, with those 5 darker lines below the E. So I don't think that's coin damage. I think that has something to do with damage to the die. Only 2 votes. I was hoping we could start a revolution here. Get a consensus of the crowd here, and then we'll call the dictionary and tell them to make sure that put that pronunciation in there, because that's what the American public calls it. Another one of those. Die crack through the hair. Right? Stonecutter says CH. There's 3 of us now. I've just always called it Monticello because I don't ever pay attention to the fact that a C could be a ch. We've got 4 ch's now. 4 ch's and no says. How many people we got watching this? Give me a number. I'm going to look for half the people in the show, at least. How many people do we have in here? Let's see. 17. We've got 17 in here right now. So I need for at least 7, 8? Let's see, half of 18 is 9. So 9 people. Yep, 17. The total number of people in here right now. This one's for Sergeant First Class Eric. We got a big die crack. Or is that a lamination peel starting? I think it's a lamination peel. It's a cut in the middle. So that would be a lamination peel starting in the center of the obverse. And on the reverse, we have... tried to come in with a little bit of a dramatic opening. So maybe we could find something spatial. Got nothing though. According to the park there, it's pronounced ch. So Monticello. Monticello it will be. Monticello it will be. Mark Thomas coming up next. There's Mark's 1942 nickel. It looks like it's the same die that we've seen on a few others already. So while this is an original roll of 40 coins, it's an original roll of very well made 40 coins that happens to not show us any interesting die varieties. But at least we get a nice nickel that came out of an original roll. Huge album leap for you. Yeah. It's a nice one, I tell you that. There's one for Farm Dog. Hello, Ant. Good day, sir. Got another one, same die. Die crack up in the hair. Hey, there you go. That's probably an answer to what we were looking for. There's another one with that same issue going on at the rim. The lower rim on the obverse. It's flakes. That's flakes. So it could be part of a small fin where some of the metal was being struck out and then folded over at the edge. Doing pretty good, Adam. How are you doing, sir? We're just going through, you know, a 42S nickel roll. An original one. Haven't found anything really exciting, but we did find some rim-to-rim die crack coins. We've also found a couple of struck-throughs. I tried this one first on the other side. We've seen this die before, but you never know. You can get a nice little struck-through out of them. Let's check the obverse. Gosh, I wonder how many people have found like clamshells and split planchets and stuff going through war nickel rolls, because that's not a very highly uncommon occurrence in war nickels. You feeling better, Ant, or are you still kind of on the sludge? I thought you, did you not just have surgery? Yeah. No, you moved. That's right. Did you have surgery after you moved? Trying to keep up with everybody. You love some good crack? Oh, man. How about where we got some damage on the coin from a counting machine? Never like it to come out that way. Oh, Mama Shoe. Good evening to you. Good evening to you. I guess Ant wasn't feeling poorly in the first place. It must be somebody else. Because I thought Ant was out of things for a while. There you go. Let's see how bad this gets. Nope. Just that one little area. So we got some lamination on the right side of the obverse on this one. Same die as others, unless that's like a master die crack coming through a whole bunch of 42s. See what we have on this side. Oh, just a nickel. All right, there's a 75 in Penny's baby. See what we get for her. Yep. Same die pair we've been visiting time and time again. That's got a struck through grease area. That's what struck through grease generally looks like. Nothing else. Random boxes to consolidate varieties. My random boxes that consolidate to varieties come out to like 25 double row boxes. It's ridiculous. So I don't know how any human being has been allowed to have that many die varieties that they shove in a closet, right? Okay, if you took every dye variety I own and you just put them in tubes, my dye varieties would number probably 300, maybe 400 tubes. Yes, I have heard other people say it. You may say it. I am ridiculous. High-grade memorials, you might stick with PCGS on that. PCGS generally gives you a higher return on the money, especially if you have enough to submit them as bulk. It'd be 100 coins or more. You need to go through a dealer on that. That's generally your best return on high-grade memorials. NGC, you can also do a bulk, but I wouldn't submit a memorial unless it was going to go 66 or higher. In fact, when I do my submissions, I submit at least 100 coins, and I tell them that my minimum acceptable grade is 66, and so they'll grade everything 66 or higher, and everything that doesn't grade that high, they just send back to me in a tube. $55 Lincoln MS, 67 PCGS for show regrade A&A. Well, it's fair money. It came back 67 plus. Wow. Went from $500 to $6,500 coin. That's nice. That's real nice. Don't expect that every day, but that is that's really cool. Adam would actually be the best person to respond to you regarding bulk grading from PCGS. I've never done it. I don't even know what their requirements are. This is going to be one of the ones that's die crack all the way through. Spiked Monty. Alert, alert. Spiked Monty. Toned coins. They generally frown on toned coins anymore. Is one of them a 1970 proof? Because if it's a 70 proof, might as well forget it having any real added value, because 1970 is kind of common to come toned because of the proof set plastic they were in. $75. Okay. 75 could have decent consequences graded as a toner, but I would guess on toners, NGC is going to be your best possibility. Bulk grading altogether, I think NGC you're going to get a higher percentage of coins back graded. PCGS gets a little over picky sometimes. But PCGS tends to get over picky about just about anything. And it's not a complaint, this isn't a complaint show about PCGS, but here the issue with me anyway is I have seen coins come back ungraded from PCGS because they didn't like something, but another coin that looked exactly the same graded nice and high. So they're kind of wishy-washy about their consistency. Oh, really? They do well for toners. Huh. That might be something for me to turn in, because I've got a lot of toners that are good, nice, greater coins, but it's hard to get anybody to put them in a holder anymore. They're all afraid of him. It's not that they think they're unreal. They just think they're questionable. Anything with color is questionable. Don't holder anything with color. And so it seems like they've got a general rule now where they return anything with color. And if NX doesn't do that, then they would most certainly be my choice. And if you have varieties, get everything graded as a normal coin. And then if it comes out nice grade and it's a die variety, send it back for a variety designation. But don't have them graded as a variety in the beginning, because typically your grade will be a little lower. Mysterious thing happens there. We got some interesting looking coins coming out of this roll, but the entire roll appears to be from five different die pairs, and not a single one of them is a die variety. No repunchment marks, no double dies. That's Dirty Waters coin there. And the last one in the roll is for Carl. And Carl gets this guy as the last coin in the roll. Kind of excited what to see the other side is on this, because I don't remember that die crack. I did not remember this particular die crack at all. This is one of our rim-to-rim die cracks. It's the one that goes straight through the S. That's kind of weird, because this is the same as the very first coin that came out of the roll. Very, very nice. I like it. $45D Lincoln cent that you swear looks MS-69. That would be a very fantastic coin that you're not going to get to grade like that in bulk. You'd have to send that one as a single, and I would set it up with a few other coins that are close to it. Set it up with a couple of others that might grade a 67. That way they can compare them and see that that one's nicer. After they've already graded 167, they're likely to grade it a little bit higher. Holy moly. 1,500 Lincolns. They return them all ungraded and charge them $3,000. What? Why? I mean, why would they return them all ungraded? Because they were, what, all toners? Or did they think they were all dipped or cleaned or something? Or did they not meet minimum grade? What's Mama Shoe got? NGC misses 66 SMS Kennedy, no FG. That's a pretty simple one. Huh. Great collection. Send it back to NGC when you let them know. Yeah. For the people who actually do the no FG coins, I would think that that would be a special one. Didn't want to inflate the grade populations. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Well, that'll steer me away from doing bulks with PCGS. Really? Wow. Okay. I tell you what, folks, for stuff like this, we have a Discord channel. I have a Discord channel for Copper Coins. You can talk about anything there. It's not necessarily just Copper Coin conversation. It's essentially a coin chat. And if you're a member of Discord, you can go straight to it. If you're not a member of Discord, it's easy to become a member of Discord. And my Discord is starting on my screen over there, so you can see what's going on. And, okay, now it's over here. Let's see. If I do this, and I do invite people, I get this copy button. And then I can paste it over here. And do that. That is my Discord channel, my Discord server. If you want to come over and talk about things on Discord, that's where I'm going as soon as I get out of this show. I'm going to go over there and get started. And if anybody wants to come over and join me and chit-chat coins, you're more than welcome to. Don't forget that this weekend we're going to be doing a first-time show. It's going to be called Die Variety Show. And it's going to be with yours truly and Eric Beyer. And we're just going to be chit-chatting about die varieties. We're going to be selling a few die varieties here and there on the show. Maybe even giving a few things away. So if you want to come to that, be watchful. It'll be Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on the YouTube channel. And we're getting ready to pop into Discord and go to the Copper Coins Hangout, which is a voice channel. I'll see you guys there. Have a good evening, and I'll see you later.